I think you can compare the time before you start recording an album to pretty much an athlete before they have their big run. You try to just get in the zone and just be focused on one thing. For me, it got pretty overwhelming. I didn't sleep very much. I pretty much isolated myself from everything else and just concentrated on getting all the lyrics into place pretty much up until the last day before we started recording.
The best part when we record our albums, or the most fun part, is when we, do the live takes of the songs.
All of us is there and putting pieces together, but I think Frankie is the master of the lyrics on this album. Kind of dark lyrics, but I love those kind of songs that the people listening to it can create their own sort of relationship to the song.
Sometimes you do a whole song as an idea and then you bring it forward to the rest of the guys. Or sometimes, you just play a riff or a vocal melody or something.
When we are all in one room at the same time playing one song, it sounds different than if you do it the traditional way, which is that you record the drums first and then you add on the bass guitar, then you add the guitars and then later on the vocals. That would mean that you would be sitting around and be chasing for the perfect take. And that will eventually become pretty boring, I think. So when recording live, sure, we rehearse, like idiots before so that we play very well together. But you still get all the human errors, you still get all the small mistakes and the small variations, I think, which make it feel very alive.
We re-recorded the demos live before we did the real recording, so to speak. So that was 3 weeks rehearsals, and then we went into the studio and changed small parts.
Pat Kramer. I'm very happy that I met Pat Kramer. He's a guitar nerd out of this world, which is awesome because I am that too. Speaking of Pat and Frank and stuff like that, I don't feel that I want to talk about how they are in this band because it's just a lot of more than that. I love them as persons and they're so great, just to hang out with. Like me and Pat, we're been through stuff together, done stuff that was, kind of crazy, we sit there playing guitar and just find stuff and learn from each other. And I think that is, that's pure love in a way.
The lyrics on this album were written pretty much in the same way that we wrote Chemical God, I think. We usually come up with subjects or a story for that matter and try to build everything around that. It almost becomes like a short film script, I suppose. And it's usually about some really dark stuff. On this album, it's all about power struggles and people using religion and politics to excuse themselves for doing horrible things in the world, I think. It's a subject that's very, I think, in the light right at this moment.